Hello, friends. I go by a few different names. I go by Too Unique for You on YouTube, Sincerely Unique on Twitch, Salix Kirasol on Crystal Malboro and here in Final Fantasy XIV. Um, I decided to do a bit of a live reading, recording type of deal for the 2021 Rising event here in Final Fantasy XIV. It is an anniversary event. I have been playing for a little over a year now. I started like August 7th, 2020, and I got to do the Rising early on when I was a wee little sprout, but I didn't really get the significance. I just saw some weird bard guy, minstrel, I don't know. And I got my, where is it? I got my Ardbird minion, you know. It was good. But now that I'm all done and caught up on story and experience so much content in this game. I don't want to talk about how much content I've done. Um, I thought, why not? Let's go check it out. Actually, it's an Ul'dah, right? I'm pretty sure it's an Ul'dah. But yeah, this will be a type of live reading type of deal. I hope the settings are okay. This is my first time actually recording the game instead of streaming. Here we are, the old... Oh no, that's Samurai. Yeah, the Rising Calm. One thing I love about the Rising, and I noticed it last year, is Answers plays in the background. Usually. Last year Answers was playing. This year, it looks like a harp music is playing. That's cool. I kind of want to see what it's like in the other cities also. I don't know if the decorations change every single year. I do have names turned on, but maybe one of you who's on my video will comment. Kipi Jakya is looking around in consternation. Forgive me if I'm reading stuff wrong, it's 9 in the morning. Oh! Oh, you're an adventurer, are you? Was there something I can assist you with? Now that I think about it, perhaps it is you who can assist me. I am Kipi Jakya, reporter for Gridania's leading tabloid, The Raven. Might I steal a moment of your time? So here's the thing. Just recently, an unusual visitor cut through Gridania's markets like a scythe in a frenzy to purchase every Nemia lily available, and I mean all of them. For what purpose, I hear you ask? Well, my friend, I sense the answer to that question will provide the basis for my next scoop, so I did some nosing around. For no one I talked to could put a name to our mysterious flower fancier, but by all accounts he and his hard cargo hold of lilies had departed for Ul'dah. Not wanting the trail to grow cold, I quickly grabbed my quill and notepad and boarded an airship myself, and was quickly reminded of how hard it is to chase a story in unfamiliar territory. You know this town and its people well enough though, don't you? What say you to lending a hand to my investigative efforts? I'd be happy to. Wonderful, then we have no time to lose. First things first, we pay a visit to the nearest drinking establishment. The local tavern is always the best place to pick up tidbits of gossip and rumor. Seasonal event quest accepted. I think just because I really want to look at them, I'm going to look at the usual event areas and just see how they look like. I love the Final Fantasy theme, y'all. I really want to get this furniture here. This, I believe you can put on a wall in your house. From the cash shop. The cash shop currently has a sale right now. Let me just go see how it is in the amphitheater. I'll come back, I promise. I just also really want to see stuff for myself because, you know, this is only for a limited amount of time. Even the amphitheater is looking pretty. Oh, yeah, it is the theme of Final Fantasy they're playing this year. Last year they played Answers. There was a girl just singing Answers throughout the entire main city states. But I love the Final Fantasy harp. Let's go to Limsa in a second. Let me look at take a closer look over here. Even the amphitheater looks nice. In looking to the past, we take solace in the present and to think of the future may hold. That is the very essence of the Rising. This year, we have prepared a spectacular fireworks celebration. It is sure to enthrall everyone in attendance. What is the Rising? The Rising is a period of remembrance that commemorates those lives that were lost during the great tragedy that was the Calamity. We also pay tribute to the unsung heroes who risked life and limb so that others might know a brighter future. And so the streets are decorated with somber trappings and the night skies are filled with vibrant fireworks. The solemn atmosphere and bright lights above may spur others to reflect on the doom portended by Dalamud. By doing so, they might give thanks to the present and muster hope for a brighter tomorrow. Yeah, this is just one giant remembrance of 1.0. Until 5 years ago, this amphitheater stood in the northern part of the city. Then the calamity struck and but leveled the poor place. Thankfully, the Carpenters Guild collected up the pieces, carried them over here, and rebuilt it just as it was before. I cannot go a single day without looking it over, so I'm afraid that I had that. So afraid am I that some chipper strain has marred its perfection. Do you have anything to say? It is... Oh. No, he does not. Do you have anything to say? I heard that the Order of the Twin Adder was officially reformed right here in Miketo's amphitheater. That was before the amphitheater was moved, of course. Well, do I remember the day the Order of the Twin Adder was reformed? The day I first laid eyes upon the Elder Seed Seer. Graceful yet strong, with a voice like a song. When I close my eyes, I can still see her standing here, clear as day. Don't even get me started. My Elizin is a Duskwhite, and he has plenty to say to Connie Senna. Miketo's amphitheater is open to citizens and outsiders alike. Okay, let me go to Limsa. We'll talk to everyone in Ul'dah also. I just want to get all the dialogue I can. I believe the Aft Castle is where the events are usually held. I believe she probably says the same thing as always. Yeah. It's really cool to hear all this lore, though. I didn't get to really think about talking to anybody last year. Is there really nobody to talk to around here? But there were so many people to chat to, though, in Gridania. Well, that's a shame. But yeah, this is the Rising platform this year. It looks so pretty. I don't know if it looks... I don't think it looked like this last year, but you know, also it's been a whole year since I saw anything. Yeah, I guess that's it for here. I was hoping there would be people to talk to like in Gridania, but let me go back to Ul'dah. I love that I'm doing this event in nighttime, by the way. Do you have anything to say? Oh, a Rising vendor. A Realm Reborn Red. Ooh, my stuff is here. I ordered some stuff that was on sale. We're not gonna worry about it right now. Do you have anything to say? That's so cool that I guess I don't know if there's any other NPCs to talk to about the Rising with, but that was cool at least in Gridania. There is a little bit of nice dialogue. I don't know if that dialogue is the same as it would be without the Rising. It probably is. Now that I think about it. I feel silly, but yeah, I at least got to see what everything looks like decorated. Let us go talk to Momodi. Fun fact, I actually started in Ul'dah, and yeah, Momodi was the first Adventurers Guild. That's what we're called, right? The first proprietress I got to talk to. My, those are some serious faces. What can I do for you this fine evening? Oh, playing reporter, are we? Sounds like fun. Let us hear your questions then. We are attempting to track down a particular someone who purchased a suspiciously large number of Nymea lilies in Gridania before transporting them here to Ul'dah. Is there any idea who this person might be? We've more than our fair share of traders coming and going, and a large shipment arriving in the city is hardly a noteworthy occurrence. Now that you mentioned it, I do remember this florid minstrel fellow who came in just the other day. Said he pulled in from Gridania and he needed help hauling a hefty delivery to the Alchemist's Guild. He's actually a familiar face in these parts. Never did get his name though, strangely enough. A nameless traveler arriving from Gridania with a sizable cargo to move. That sounds promising. Like I said, it was a request to move cargo. Before you run off to a possible dead end with the alchemist, I suggest you fish for more information inside the quicksand. After all, where else can you find so many gossipy adventures crammed into one spot? That certainly makes sense. Between the two of us, I see no reason as to why we cannot do both. I shall stay here and interview the clientele while you chase down our other lead at the Alchemist Guild. What do you think? Then that will be our plan. Once you've spoken with the potion mixers, make your way back here and we can discuss any new revelations. I like her glam. Momodi's adorable. It's been so long. It's been so long since I first talked to her. Speak with Savarian at the Adventurers Guild. I wonder if she's around here. Is she around here? Oh wait, no, she was literally in front of me, wasn't she? Yeah, Kipi Jakia. Asking the right questions is a reporter's most vital skill. I'll soon have these adventurers spilling the stories we need to hear. I need a teleporter. I do not have Alchemist unlocked, don't look at me. I've played too many other crafters as it is. So boldly do you approach a master of his profession. I warn you, this matter best be deserving of the precious moment you steal away from my unending research. I actually wonder if his dialogue is a little bit different if you do have Alchemist unlocked. You question me for a tabloid piece? Away with you. I refuse to waste another instance on this trivial nonsense. Ah, but just a moment. Perhaps there is a shred of scholarly value to this after all. I vaguely recall the flamboyant character of whom you speak, and his request to process a vast quantity of floral material. 'Tis laughable that I would undertake such a menial chore, of course, so I assigned the task to my subordinates. If you wish to discuss the tedious details, Dietrich is your man. Hello? Why, I should be delighted to assist you. This is regarding that large delivery of Nymea lilies? Yes, the guild did accept a task involving said flowers as commissioned by a nomadic minstrel gentleman. And though I cannot reveal the nature of what we produced, I can tell you that it will be distributed amongst the populace as part of the events of the Rising. If you wish to know more, then I might suggest you speak to the gentleman himself. In case y'all... Oh, I know my stuff is here. Oh, that's all my stuff. I wonder, is there a delivery Moogle? I might as well just pick it up. Let me talk to Kippy Jakia first. Adventurer, you're back. Did the alchemist offer up any new information? So to summarize, this famously unnamed minstrel... I can't even get a good view because there's so many people. Unnamed minstrel of nomadic inclination commissioned the manufacture of some yet unknown item to be handed out during the Rising. Oh, I heartily agree that we should speak with him directly, and as luck may have it, I've just discovered that he means to put on a performance at the Ruby Road Exchange. I think it is time for one of my patented on-the-spot interviews, don't you? If we hurry over, we can catch him before he takes the stage. I remember there was some ridiculous puzzle minigame you had to do last year's Rising. Makes me wonder if I'm gonna have to do something like that this year. Alright, let me go get my stuff. Square Enix has my wallet at an iron grip. Are you a male Moogle? No, you're not. I don't even... Oh wait, no, the male Moogle's over here. I'm silly. Yeah, I need the delivery Moogle from over here. I love the anniversary sale. I remember so much stuff being on sale last year too, but I didn't quite have the money at the time. Now I do. I'm pleased to say I have 4 new letters for you. Let's see, the Fatter Cat was on sale. The SDS Fenrir is on sale. Wind Up Ice Heart is on sale. I was not around for when she was free. And the Backflip was on sale. Don't look at my inventory. But most importantly, I want to have Wind Up Ice Heart out. She was probably one of my favorite Heavensward characters. She should be somewhere around here, right? There she is. Oh, I ran out of favorites. Don't look at me. But yeah, there she is. Again, one of my favorite. In case you can't tell, I'm a huge fan of Elizon's. Alright, Kippy Jakia. That colorful fellow over there must be our minstrel. Hello, Yoshi P. We meet again. Greetings, sir. I'm terribly sorry to interrupt, but you are the famous wandering minstrel, are you not? I am indeed. And look whom you've brought to see me. Was there aught I might do for you, fine people? I've been following you, to be perfectly honest. I'm curious to learn more about the wagon load of lilies you turned over to the alchemists, not to mention your plans to distribute the results of their work. You followed me, but why would you? Ah, writer for the Raven. That explains much. And did you also learn what I tasked the alchemist to create? Is the coral out of the bag for all to smell? No, we were hoping you might tell us. Good, then my surprise remains unspoiled. The plan, if you must know, is to hand out bundles of potpourri to all and sundry during the Rising. As in, flowers mixed with spices? That aromatic stuff you see in bowls on parlor tables and the like? The very same, except my potpourri will delight the eyes as much as the nose, thanks to the alchemical wizardry infused by my co-conspirators. Yet, even without such enhancements, the scent of Nymea lilies is known to promote calm and tranquility. The rising is a time of remembrance, of mourning. It is a time when sorrow can overwhelm folk who lost friends and loved ones in the seventh umbral calamity. It is my hope that the lily's gentle perfume will afford such burdened souls a modicum of peace during this oft-times melancholy memorial. Oh my, what a genuinely lovely idea! Only just this moment we were making arrangements for a showcase of my humble talents, where I shall hand out potpourri bundles to the audience. Again, I'm glad we met ere you inadvertently spread word of our little surprise gift. I trust you now have sufficient detail to write out your article. Oh yes, I have plenty to work with, thank you. Splendid. Now, since you've joined the inner circle, so to speak, we must have you play a role in the performance. So you needn't fret so. I merely wish for your assistance in passing out potpourri. I can supply the crowd at the show, but it would be most helpful if you might deliver bundles to some other part of town. Oh, we must be happy to, and it could only help me flesh out the story. Let's head back to the quicksand adventure. If we hand out bundles there, then we can be sure to cover folk from every corner of the city. We were low on helping hands to tell the truth, so this has worked out for the best. Please, come and meet me at the Ruby Road Exchange once you've finished with your task. Leave it to me. The hour of my performance draws near. Many times have I taken the stage in my life, yet that thrill of anticipatory terror never fails to run through me. There's so many people around here. But granted, this is day one, the morning of, on North American servers for this event. So people are just waking up. Well, Kipi Jakia, what do you have to say for yourself? Let's get to work, shall we? I love seeing the Snitch Neo-ish Guardian glam on my Elizin. It's a very good glam. Hello? I feel like I should know this Mikate, but I don't. I think these are just NPCs. What is it you're giving out there, adventurer? Ah, I know this scent. Nymea lily, yes? The flower is often placed on the graves of the fallen, a practice with which I am, alas, intimately familiar. Why choose this particular bloom? I see. Perhaps the perfume does remind one of the peace of repose, rather than the violence which took her companions from us. It would seem the minstrel has given the matter some thought. For a Cartano veteran such as myself, the season of the rising can be a torment, like the throbbing pain of an old wound. I will keep this bundle close, I think, and breathe in its calm whenever I feel my thoughts turning grim. Makes me wonder if she was in 1.0, since she mentioned being at Cartano. Keeping busy there, ain't you, Salix? I know it's for the rising and all, but it tickles me to see a hero of your stature handing out presents like a simple errand boy. Believe me, I'm used to it. I mean, ever since the first time we've met, you've always been the type to lend aid where it's needed. Aw, I'm really glad to have started an old, Sometimes. Sometimes. And you haven't changed one bit. It makes me happy, it does. Not to mention a little misty-eyed. The good you've done for folk will linger on, an unshakable foundation for your future. Keep going the way you're going, my friend, and we'll all be the better for it. Here, why don't you let me have whatever bundles you've got left, and I'll put them together with the ones I took from your reporter friend. If we leave a basketful out on the guild counter, I guarantee they'll hand themselves out before the rising is over. Kinda wish we got a chance to see the flowers for ourselves. Mistress Momody took a goodly amount off my hands, but I think we've done our fair share of work. We should go and see the minstrel and let him know we've completed our task. Goodbye, Momody. And I believe that might be the end. I don't know, actually. I think there might be 2 quests. I can't remember from the website. Hello, Yoshi P. The reporter and her most qualified assistant return. The performance went well, I must say, but what of your story research? Were the townsfolk willing to share any moving material? Yes, they were unexpectedly forthcoming. I was regaled with many an anecdote from those who lived through the calamity, and privileged to hear their treasured memories of those who did not. Back when the calamity was poised to strike, I had only just earned my reporter's quill. I was rushing around town, questioning adventurers and taking notes. But as Dalamud descended ever lower, the streets erupted into chaos. It was then that I fled with my younger brother to the border and relative safety. There were a few less prudent friends and colleagues who might still be here if they had done the same. In the years since, the world has risen from the ashes. I've done my best to rise along with it, but there are things I cannot, nay, should not forget. Such are the thoughts which blossom in my mind when I breathe in that potpourri's perfume. I've enjoyed our collaboration this day, adventurer, and I shall attempt to write a piece that does it justice. What say you to Rising Calm as the title? How fitting. I look forward to reading it. I too sense the stirring of a new composition, a hopeful verse dedicated to the continued safe passage of those who yet ascend the path out of catastrophe and despair. This happened last year too. Greetings, warrior of light. Oh, it's the moon, and he's wearing the paladin armor. Of course he is. You needn't be alarmed. This is my favorite paladin armor, by the way. This is a world that exists outside of your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind, perhaps? Or perhaps not? What pleasure it is to welcome you here again, Salix, and what a privilege that your chosen trail should run alongside mine for so long. On a day such as today, I hope you will forgive me a brief bout of nostalgia. It has been an entire decade since I first came to this world. I was a stranger here, a traveler in a troubled land, and the quest for its salvation consumed me every moment. Countless trials were met and overcome, and the world not only survived, it flourished. This victory we owe to those who persevered alongside us, to those who explored and nurtured and loved this realm as much as we. Yet it is you of whom I speak, of our indomitable adventurers. 10 years is a long time, yes, but for me, the number holds no special significance. It is simply a count of the passage of days. Success, however, would not have come without that accumulation of daily effort, and that is what makes it a milestone worth making. Thank you for staying the course with us these many years. I will keep making plans for this world to be for the foreseeable future. It has become a part of my life, and to see it grow as an adventure in itself. Rest well, warrior of light, for a grand convergence of events approaches. May the road upon which you must embark become the greatest of all journeys. Until we meet again, my friend. There he goes. What a moving rendition. And now I really must head home to write that article. You have my gratitude, Salix. I would be floundering in the street without your assistance until we meet again. A great many lives were lost in the flames of calamity, not to mention the chaos which followed. Yet it is the survivors who must face the challenges of living in this new era we have salvaged. To you, the champion in the vanguard of our efforts, I dedicate these verses. Scarred by the falling of fiery stars, the land is reborn with new life. God slayers struck by an echoing roar, the heavens ring with the promise of strife. Beast and man both seek freedom and death in bloody inferno untamed. By unbroken hopes from a sky long undimmed, shall the darkness of Eld be reclaimed. A merciless gale, an unending road, if this be the path we are fated, then pray be our dawn in the rift betwixt worlds, your soul's splendid light unabated. And there's the fireworks. I really must apologize for pressing you into service for my potpourri scheme. I tend to consider adventurers as fellow wanderers and call upon the assistance of your kind with little reservation. As for the gifts themselves, there is another reason as to why I chose the Nymea lily. Traditionally, the bloom is said to represent a prayer for safe passage. The way ahead yet promises more hardship, and I wanted, at the very least, to wish you, all of you, the smoothest road for the coming journey. Final Fantasy XIV. And that is the end of the Rising 2021. You get a Red Moon Parasol and a Nymea Potpourri as a reward. A lot of people complain that the rewards aren't, as amazing as they are in other years, but it's fine. Complete the quest, Rising Calm. I might as well use one right now. Nymea Potpourri. Very pretty. But yeah, that is pretty much it. And I don't want to be too cheesy, but I'm very thankful for the people I met the past year, all the friends I made through this game, all the communities I found, just all the content I've got to do. It's been such a magical experience as somebody who's played Final Fantasy for nearly 15 years now. But I'm so thankful for everything, and I'm so excited for another year of this game. Whoever's still watching the video at this point, thank you, and I hope I can see you around sometime in, you know, this giant game. Maybe I'll do a recording next year, we'll see. But for now, that is it. I am done. Thank you all so much for watching, and I am out of here. Goodbye.